Hello, Internet! My name is Abby, and welcome back to the Space Exploration Agency. Currently, I am en route to the science station, and in 14 minutes, I will execute the next maneuver in order to prepare my rendezvous with the outpost in low Kerbal orbit. And in this case, I can now perform a quick time warp. The goal of this mission is, on the one hand, to bring Kersey back to the science station so that she can continue conducting her research on board of the space station, and on the other hand, Henry has booked a flight, and Henry wanted to experience an orbit around Kerbal, and so he is now on board to enjoy a little bit space. And okay, now it's time to execute the maneuver. Here we go, and oh dear, cut the engine. Very nice, very nice. So now we will have our rendezvous in 19 minutes and 40 seconds, and this is very good. So I will now set a maneuver node over here as a marker. Very nice. And okay, time for yet another time warp. And the good thing is that the rendezvous will take place in the sunlight. This is always beautiful. This is always nice because then we can really see what is going on. Yeah, over there at the science station, we are getting closer to it, and okay, this is interesting that we are already so close, although the navigation computer predicted the intersection in 6 minutes. That's very interesting. So yeah, why not doing the rendezvous right away? I think at first I need to trim a little bit my trajectory, so I think at first I have to do a retrograde burn. Okay, very good, very good. Easy. And align those markers. Okay, now I can turn prograde again and increase a little bit my relative velocity, and also make sure that my prograde vector is directly on top of the target vector. Okay, looking good. Now I can speed up a little bit more, and yeah, maybe 15 meters per second is good. Okay, that's good. So only 1.8 kilometers, so I can do a quick time warp. And wow, the rendezvous takes place directly above Kerbal Space Center. That's cool. That's really cool. It's over there. And okay, now I need to start reducing my relative velocity. Okay, all right. About 10 meters per second, looking good. I'm not quite sure. I hope there is still a free docking port. This would be really good if there is still a free docking port. Okay, there is the science station. Getting closer, getting closer. Very good, very good. I think, well, there should be one free docking port down there, and I'm not quite sure if I do have some free docking ports on the side of it. But okay, now I think I am well aligned. So okay, now I can kill all the relative velocity. Very nice, and stop. Yeah, we are directly above the Kerbal Space Center. That's cool. Now I like to get a little bit closer, and so I like to switch over to docking mode and start to approach the science station. And it's really hard to see. Is there no, this is a junior docking port. What is over there? A normal docking port. Okay, I like to go for this docking port, so I have to fly a little bit sideways. All right, so that I am more or less flying at first past the science station. This is really an amazing view. We can see, or we can barely spot, the second runway, and we can see Kerbal Space Center over there, and we have the science station in front of it. That's cool. That's really a great view. Unfortunately, I just see the back of my spacecraft. This is a little bit sad, but okay. now I need to... Ooh, this looks nice. This looks really nice. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm so happy to look down to Kerbal, and yeah, I think this is one of the most beautiful things, well, of Curtis flying out to Jewel and seeing Lace or seeing the moons of Jewel is really interesting. But on the other hand, I think just being in orbit around Kerbal is so interesting and is so beautiful. So yeah, I don't need interplanetary travel. I'm happy with just being in orbit around Kerbal and doing some missions to and from the science station or so. This makes me really happy, and now I am approaching the science station. And yeah, so Henry is more or less getting more out of his journey than he has paid for, because he just paid for an orbit around Kerbal, and now he is even visiting the science station. And I think this is really a great outcome for his space tourism mission. And yeah, now I am just a few meters away from the docking port. This is very good. Yeah. As soon as we are docked to the science station, Kersey will board again the science station and will start to work on her research projects. And then I think Dodo will will board or will transfer over to this Orbital Ship 5 in order to return back to the surface of Kerbal, because yeah, he spent some time in space, and I think it's really time for him to return back home and maybe to go on a next mission, because soon it's time to start working on the moon base. And so this could be a good job for Dodo. And okay, now Kersey can transfer over to the research module. Very good. So I have one review, I have one data, that's good, and research is inactive, but now start research. Okay, Kersey is now doing her research, and where is Dodo? Is over here. Dodo will now transfer over to this capsule, and yeah, Dodo is now on board of the spacecraft. Very good, very good. So soon they will return back to the surface of Kerbal, but at first I'd like to check a few other things. Over there is unit 6G minus NXS, and this, wait, what is this? World first milestone. The recent accomplishments of our space program. We have performed a crew transfer near Kerbal. All right, okay. No, I want to see something else. Contracts. Ferry VIP safely to his destination and back. So Henry is now in orbit around Kerbal, very nice. And at some point I need to recover unit 6G and so on. And I'm really interested to find out what this is, but this will be in a future space mission. So build surface outpost, yeah, we'll do that. I think that's all I wanted to see. And now the next thing is I like to supply ship Mark 5 is now getting into the shadow of Kerbal. Yeah, I like to switch over to not target, unset target. I like to switch to it because now as the Minmus space station is running, I think it's really time to fly out that supply ship so that it can grab some fuel that is produced on board of the Minmus space station. And so I think I can now prepare the flight out to Minmus. And where is... Oh, dang it. I just missed the opportunity to change the inclination. That's really sad. Yeah, I think there is plenty of time when I do this burn at first, because I don't want to miss the opportunity to leave the science station with this Orbital Ship 5 and try to land as close as possible to Kerbal Space Center. And so, what's the ascending notes? So I can now start to change the inclination so that I am ready to fly out to min. Ooh, this was too much. 0.4. Still 0.4. Oh dear. 0.1. Well, okay. 0.1 is good enough for me. It's 200 meters per second burn. How much fuel do I have left? Yeah, I think I have plenty of fuel left to execute this maneuver. It will come up in 13 minutes, so this is good. Time for yet another time warp. Alright. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh dear. How long will the burn take? I think around 20 seconds or so, so I think I will start the burn. Alright, first I will rotate the spacecraft around and yeah, maybe 15 seconds before I will start the burn. Okay, so now, yeah, this was a good moment. This was a good moment to execute this maneuver. Very nice. And I'm still a little bit, well, not quite sure how this recovery unit thing is working. I think I have to use this grappling system, the advanced grabbing unit, or however the thing is called. And I'm not quite sure. Has this object to survive the re-entry, or how is this going to work? So this is really an interesting thing I like to know. And Minmuth is over there. So I think I missed the trans-Minmuth burn opportunity. Am I right? No, not the moon. I like to fly out to Minmuth. Okay, that's good. Yeah, I barely missed it. Okay, now I have to orbit once around Kerbin in order to then execute the trans-Minmuth burn. Okay, very nice. So this will take a while, and yeah, in this case I can now return back to the science station. Okay, here we are. And we are still in the shadow of Kerbin, but thanks to all those lights I have installed on the science station, we can still enjoy this fantastic and spectacular view. And I think seeing this, the science station in its own lights is a very, very interesting view. So I think, yeah, this looks interesting. This looks really interesting. That's cool. Okay, but I like now to wait before I do the time warp. Where is it's over there? Yeah, if I execute the burn somewhere around here or so, I should be hopefully able to land as close as possible to Kerbal Space Center. So I think I can do a quick time warp to get back into the daylight, and soon orbital sunrise. Yeah, that's great. That's really great. Okay, now I have to make sure that I'm undocking the right spacecraft. This is the right spacecraft. This is good. Okay, this battery needs to be recharged. I think it has only this battery. Okay, so maybe I need to speed up this process. Ouch. Just to make sure that I'm not running out of electric charge while I'm trying to return back to Kerbin. And no, not control from here, but undock. Very nice. Okay, Kersey is back on board. Kersey is smiling. Yeah, Kersey is really happy and smiling. So I just like to switch to Sithead to see her. Yeah, Kersey is happy. Kersey is really happy. She is so happy to be back in space. That's great. That's really great. I'm happy for her. And okay, Dodo is now on board. I can switch on all those systems and drift away from the science station. Was a very, very short stay on board, but yeah, it was nice. It was really nice. So thank you so much. I think, yeah, Duro is also happy. Duro is happy that he can now return back home. And now, I like to see Kerbal Space Center is over there. How do I like to prepare the re-entry? Okay. Maybe like this. Then I think I will fly a little bit. Kerbal is rotating around. Maybe like so. Maybe like so. So the burn will come up in about 4 minutes. That's nice. Okay, I also like this, the shape of my Orbital Ship 4. I think this is really a compact shape, and that's really what I like about this, because it has not so many huge parts and it's not looking so gigantic. It's really a compact spacecraft, and this is really one thing I like so much about this Orbital Ship 5, and I would really like to build more much smaller spacecraft, because I think this is yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about the mountain range and don't want to land in the mountain range, so maybe I will drag this thing a bit more in that direction, maybe just a tiny bit more. Okay. And yeah, I would really like to build even more of those smaller spacecraft, as yeah, I just like it. Instead of having those huge things that are really hard to maneuver and to control and that need a lot of time in order to rotate around. And okay, now it's time to execute the burn. I should have started this a little bit earlier. So goodbye science station, and we can even enjoy a perfect view over to the moon. Okay, deorbit burn. Deorbit burn. Very nice. So, Henbei is sad that he's now returning back home, but on the other hand, yeah, maybe if you are happy with our service, Henbei, then you are welcome to return and to book the next flight with the Space Exploration Agency, if you like. So, okay, I can do a quick time warp. And we are now getting closer. Yeah, there's a mountain range I'm really concerned about. Okay, soon we will hit the atmosphere, and I think it's now time to say goodbye to our service module. Oh dear, oh dear. Don't press that button. Okay, this is... Okay. No? Yep, okay, alright. Not alright. This is absolutely not alright. Where's my heat shield? I'm quite sure that I had a heat shield on this spacecraft. Where is the heat shield? Is the heat shield now inside the decoupler? Ooh, this is a serious flaw in the design. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay. Guess I am having a problem now. Guess I'm really having a problem now. Oh dear. Oh dear. Okay, we are now coming down. Ha. Yeah, probably the heat shield is now stuck inside the decoupler. Yeah, I don't have an ablator. Oh. Ooh, hoo, hoo, hoo. Okay. This is definitely not good. Okay. Huh. Why is the heat shield? Okay. That's problems. Here. Oh dear, something is heating up. Something is heating up. I hope it's not the capsule itself. I think it's the capsule. Oh dear. Oh dear. Not good. Not good at all. Yeah, Henry is happy. Henry is happy. I'm not so happy about this. I am really, really concerned. Okay, the heat. That's interesting. But I'm directly heading for that mountain. Oh dear. I'm still a little bit concerned about the whole situation. So, okay, I found a flaw in the design, and the parachutes are still in the red. If I can land somewhere there, this would be good. Okay, still fast. Okay, now the parachutes aren't red anymore. This is good. Okay, we're coming down. We are coming down. So, okay, now I think it's time to pop the chutes. I can disable SAS. Okay, there is my service module. Okay. Yeah, okay, this is not a slope, so there goes the service module. So this is not a slope, so I won't be... Oh dear, so much about the service module. So I won't be rolling down. This is good. This is one of the things I was mostly concerned about when I land in here in this mountainous region as... Okay, yeah, it might be possible that the spacecraft will just roll down the slope, and in the end, 28, what is this? This is whiskey, so we are... But I can't see the other navigation point. Okay, so I'm more than 100 kilometers away from... Oh no, there's a red marker. 65, I'm 65 kilometers away from the Kerbal Space Center. That's interesting. Now, I just like to go on a quick EVA, because I like to see one thing. So, I am back on the surface. EVA report. Here, EVA report from Kerbal Mountains. I don't think that a spacesuit was entirely necessary to get here, was it? I haven't done this, so keep the data and take surface sample. Here, the surface is mostly barren, snow, dirt and rocks. You are very confident that if you looked under the snow, you'd find more dirt and more rocks. Okay, that's cool, so keep the data. That's nice. Okay, we can even do some science for this short mission. Okay, now I can board again, and maybe we can even do a crew report. You record, okay, keep the data. That's the very first time that I landed in the mountains. Okay, now I can recover the vessel. Okay, so 12.9 science earned, very nice. Parts, yeah, 68 kilometers away, 94% value, alright. And the crew, oh, Henvey gained some XP and advanced to level 1. That's cool. Good job, way to go. Contract complete. Free VIP. Okay, yes, contract complete, very nice. And Henry's travel is complete, very nice. Okay, this was cool, okay, I think I have to fix the problem with the heat shield of the Orbital Ship 5, and I think first I need to check in with the science station, because yeah, one version of the Orbital Ship 5 is currently being docked to it, and yeah, here's a heat shield. There is definitely a heat shield. Has the other version I have used not the heat shield? Because here's now definitely a heat shield, and I think I have launched the exact same version of it. That's strange. But okay, so this spacecraft will have a much safer re-entry. I'm really happy that the spacecraft or the capsule survived this. Oh dear, this was really dangerous. I haven't expected something like this. Okay, now, heat shield, no. Where is my supply ship? My supply ship is there. I like now to switch back to the supply ship Mark 5. And yeah, only 8 minutes. That's good. Only 8 minutes until I can execute that trans-min-miss burn. Very nice. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, okay, how long? Maybe 1 minute, no, not a 1, yeah, maybe 1 minute, so maybe 40 seconds is a good, and wow, we are shortly before sunrise. Look at this beautiful horizon, look at those beautiful colors, wow, that's so amazing, that's really great. And 30 seconds, wow, it's so great how the colors are changing. And okay, here we go. Yeah, 1 minute, I was right. So spot on, trans-minmus burn, here we go. Wow, orbital sunrise, that's beautiful, that's really beautiful. Okay, that's great, that's really, really great. Flying out to Minmus to refuel the supply ship, so that I can then bring hopefully some fuel to the science station or some fuel to other places in Kerbal sphere of influence. This would be really cool. Then I don't have to launch all the time those expensive refueling missions. Then I can just fly out to Minmus and yeah. But on the other hand, this takes or requires a lot of fuel, so I'm not quite sure if this is really efficient. But I don't have to pay for those boosters and so on, so maybe it's a little bit less expensive. And okay, I'm now flying out to Minmus, and I am having a Minmus periapsis of 700 meters? No, kilometer. What? This is... what? This is a little bit far away. This is way too far. Maybe I should fix this. At maneuver. This is a bit too far, so I need to perform a... oh dear, this is way too much. Okay, 700 kilometers, okay. That's good. I think I will just do a very, very short impulse with my RCS system. I think this could be the right way to go. Okay, now let's keep an eye on this. Yeah, very good. Reducing it, I like to get it down to maybe 260. 160. Yeah, this is good. This is good. Then I just need to make sure that I'm orbiting the right way around Minmus, so that I'm in the matching orbit with my Minmus space station. Yeah, that's good. That's really good. So now I like to, before I will end this episode, focus view on Minmus, and my trajectory is, I think it's orbiting this way. Yeah. I have to change the orientation of my orbit, but this shouldn't be so much of a problem. So now I like to switch to my brand new Minmus space station. Wow, I like the design. This thing looks really gorgeous. I like it. And yeah, this thing is working. And how are we doing on fuel in here? Okay, half of the fuel tank is already full. That's nice, that's really nice. And how much ore is left? Wow, a lot of ore is left. That's cool. So this thing is really, really efficient in producing some liquid fuel. And yeah, I think in a couple of hours, the mining lander Mark 1 is refueled, and then it's time... ooh, a neat view over to Kerbal, and then it's time for the crew of the mining lander Mark 1 to return back to the surface of Minmus in order to continue a mining operation. And I think at some point I should really add a scanner thing to it, so that I can analyze where my next landing zone is. Right now I have to switch all the time to the Minmus reconnaissance probe in order to look where my next landing site is. And so I think, yeah, this would be a good enhancement. Oh, speaking about good enhancement, I totally forgot to remove the stocking port in front of the cupola. So before or when I will undock the... and yeah, even here, there is a heat shield. That's interesting. Why was there no heat shield with my Orbital Ship 5? That's strange. So yeah, I think I will grab this docking port with my Mining Lander Mark 5, Mining Lander Mark 1, and just deorbit it. I think this is a good idea. And wow, this is really a fast process. So in a few minutes, the spacecraft is refueled. But yeah, I'm looking for the next landing zone, and landing on Minmus will be thing for the next episode. Right now, I just like to get back to the Space Center and take a very short look at the VAB. Okay. Orbital Ship 5. No, I had no payload. I just used the normal one, and yeah, there's really no heat shield. Okay, that's concerning. It's really concerning. Why is there no heat shield? Wait. We need to fix this. Delete fairing and what? Okay. Yeah, there's no heat shield. That's strange. Okay. This heat shield. There? No. Come on. Get in there. Why? Okay, maybe this is the issue because this is strange. Okay, yeah. So, there is apparently a slight issue with the building system. I need to figure out how I can fix this for the next time I will use the Orbital Ship 5, so that, yeah, and this time I will have a heat shield for my re-entry, because this was really dangerous. And so, in this case, I think we have reached the end of this episode. I hope you had some fun, and I hope you will be joining me in the next episode. Until then, my name is Abby. See you!